There are essentially two things that happen inside a nuclear reactor. The reactivity which generates power either goes up or it goes down. All the operators do is maintain balance. As uranium atoms split apart and collide, reactivity goes up. But if you don't balance the reactivity, it never stops rising. Boron control rods. They reduce reactivity, but there's a third factor to consider: water. Cool water takes heat out of the system. As it does, it turns to steam. In an RBMK reactor of the type used at Chernobyl, the more steam present within the system, the higher the reactivity, which means more heat, which means more steam. So fuel increases reactivity. Control rods and water reduce it. Steam increases it. The rise in temperature reduces it. This is the invisible dance that powers entire cities without smoke or flame. As uranium splits apart to release energy, it breaks down into a new element, xenon. Xenon reduces reactivity. When the core is running at full power, it burns the xenon away before it can cause a problem. But because of the delay, the xenon did not burn away. It built up, poisoning the core. They begin pulling control rods out. Still, the power does not budge. So they begin pulling them all the way out. Only 6 now remain in the reactor. The control rods are out. The emergency system has been disconnected. The only thing keeping the reactor in check is water and xenon. Now the test begins. The pumps are shut down and they've let go. Uranium fuel is now unchecked by fresh coolant, unchecked by control rods. The balance immediately swings in the opposite direction. In less than a second, reactivity increases. The remaining xenon decays away. The power is rising. There's nothing left to stop it. In every control room of every nuclear reactor in the world, there is a button with one single purpose: to scram or instantly shut down the reaction. The shutdown system had a fatal flaw. The fully withdrawn control rods begin moving back into the reactor. These rods are made of boron, which reduces reactivity, but not the tips. The tips are made of graphite, which accelerates reactivity.
Why?
It's cheaper. The first part of the rods that enter the core are the graphite tips, and when they do, the reaction in the core, which had been rising, skyrockets. Every last molecule of liquid water instantly converts to steam, which expands and ruptures a series of fuel rod channels. The control rods in those channels can move no further. Chernobyl Reactor 4 is now a nuclear bomb. The steam blows more fuel channels apart. We do not know how high the power went. We only know the final reading. Reactor 4, designed to operate at 3,200 megawatts, went beyond 33,000. At long last, we have arrived. 1:23:45, explosion. In the instant the lid is thrown off the reactor, oxygen rushes in. It combines with hydrogen and superheated graphite. The chain of disaster is now complete. Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth. sooner or later that debt is paid. That is how an RBMK reactor core explodes. Lies.